بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. حضرة صاحب السمو الشيخ تميم بن حمد آل ثاني.
Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, the Emir of Qatar. Your Excellency President Paul Kagame, the President of the Republic of Rwanda. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the participants, it is with great pleasure and honor, first and foremost, to welcome you today and to thank you and express my sincere appreciation for your readiness to travel all the way to Kigali to participate in this fourth Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani International Anti-Corruption Excellence Award. The first edition of this award took place at the UNHQ in Geneva, in Vienna, excuse me. The second edition also took place in the UNHQ in Geneva. The third edition, on the other hand, of this award took place in the Malaysian capital, Kuala Lumpur, and here we are today celebrating with you the fourth edition in Kigali, Rwanda. Some may ask, why Kigali? Why Rwanda? It is a habit that before we choose the place for the award to ask a question to His Highness Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, and in line with the United Nations, in order to choose the host country for this award. When we suggested it to His Highness, he said that this year the event should be held in Africa, particularly Rwanda. We asked with great impulsiveness. We asked His Royal Highness, why Rwanda? His answer was a little bit embarrassing for us. He said, go and read the history of Rwanda. Go and read the history of His Excellency the President, Paul Kagame. If you're not convinced, come back to me and we will discuss this once again. We went ahead and we read about the history of Rwanda. We read about the history of a population that suffered a lot, that no other people suffered in modern history. But in spite of all of these hardships, all of this pain, these people managed to turn a new page, the page of the past, to look for a bright future for its people, for its children. We went ahead and read about the history of His Excellency the President, Paul Kagame, and we found a president who was able to ease the pain of his people, who was able to work tirelessly to turn Rwanda from famine, from exodus, from immigration to the 8th strongest developing economy in the world. You have created the Rwandan miracle, Mr. President, you and your people. Thank you, Your Highness Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, for this choice. I would like to take this opportunity as well to address my thanks to Mr. Gianni Infantino, the head of the FIFA. You were able, in a very short time, as chair, to transfer football into a more transparent world and a more persistent world in fighting corruption. Your presence today comes from your belief in these noble principles. Your Highness the Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, your constant support of the United Nations for it to reach its objectives, sustainable development objectives, represents your belief that the people who came before us, the nations who came before us, starting with the Roman and Greek civilizations, the Islamic civilization, to the European Renaissance, would not have been possible without these civilizations working hard on instilling the rule of law. When these civilizations were incapable of implementing injustice and respect for the law and the noble principles, they were no longer capable of moving forward and therefore dwindled in expansion. Your Highness, we have learned from you that once you apply these noble principles, the principles of justice, the love of freedom, the rule of law, the persistence on one's principles, you cannot do otherwise. We have seen you do that in the darkest hours, and you were capable of leading us, of leading our ship to safe shores. With your wisdom that many lacked, those who have wisdom have great goodness and will be remembered. Last but not least, I would like to thank you once more and to express my gratitude to your participation and to your presence. We promise you that we will continue on this journey, this thorny journey, while we rely on your utmost support, assistance, and presence. We hope that we meet in the 5th edition of Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani International Anti-Corruption Excellence Award. I would like to wish you a pleasant stay and a safe return to your countries. Thank you all.